So we're going to discuss skirting here today. So I am skirting my ram's fleece, my Gulf Coast native ram. And you will see that I will go around the edges here and I am picking through what can't be used either by the mill or by hand spinners or things like that. So I'm going through and we're getting out anything that is completely matted in poop or in their lanolin. So sometimes the lanolin can create these really thick pieces that you can't use. So we're getting all that off, and you can see why it's called skirting, because I'm going around the skirt getting all the pieces. And I'm also going through and picking out any big pieces of VM, vegetative material. So you can see me picking around in the middle and getting all of those big pieces of hay, dirt. I found a couple beetles actually. So sometimes the bugs will crawl under the wool and get stuck and die, so you gotta pick all those out. And I'm just preparing it for the mill. So actually that's a lie. This one is going to competition, so I'm preparing this one for competition. So I'm actually being very ruthless here and picking out a lot. So if you scroll back to the beginning of the video, you can see how small this is already. I'm just being very ruthless about it. You can see me occasionally shaking the whole table. That's to encourage any dust to fall out. And I'm going through and just deciding what I want, what I think's worth it. And again, this is all to appease judges and try to get a good score and also a good price when it sells. So when it goes to competition, it also gets sold the same day. Hopefully. You want it to sell. Doesn't always. And then we're going around, and now our next one. So I dump out that one, and I'm going to spread it out. So when you put it in the bag, you roll it up, and as I spread it, I'm picking out pieces as I go. No need to wait. So I'm going to spread it out. So when it's laid out, you lay it out as if the sheep was laying spread eagle on the table. So you can see where the head, I believe this one, the head is facing us, the tail's over at the other end. And you can see where the legs would be and where the stomach would be. So the stomach fiber is always useless. Now, a lot of times when I'm shearing, I just rip that off as I go. I don't even mess with it, because then I'm just going to have to do this later anyway. And I really pick through this one. Then there I go. I flip it there. So completely flipped over so I can see the other side. Now this one's going to the mill. So I'm a little not quite as ruthless about it, because the mill has the machines that are going to clean it and pick it and comb through it and everything. And I ran off to get a permanent marker because I realized I didn't have one. Come back. Okay, there we go. And I'm just marking whose wool it is so I can keep track. And then I also go and weigh it afterwards. So then here is from one of my black sheep, and it's the same thing, so it's completely laid out. And then that trash bag you see me throwing things in, so that is the wool that can't be used for the mill or for the hobbyist, but it has a whole nother use. So even the trash wool, the stuff that I throw out, has a use. So what it does is you send it off to the mill, or you can do it yourself. I don't have the machines to do it myself. And it becomes what are called wool pellets. So those wool pellets are actually great for your garden, for your raised beds. It adds nutrients, helps with soil retention. And so even the waste wool has a purpose. You know, we use the whole thing, waste not, want not. And I'm just going through. My boyfriend adjusted the camera for me there, and then the table broke a little bit. Everything happens, you know. All right. And then we're coming up on the end there, wrapping it up. Perfect. And then there it all is wrapped up. So those numbers is how much it weighs. So I know when I go to the mill and it's all labeled,